Hari Om. Now in the first 3 sutras, Patanjali has explained this most important part of yoga, the core yoga we can say. And Patanjali is saying is a antaranga yoga, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. And as usual he is explaining the result. But please note that he is not explaining the result of dharana separately, dhyan separately and samadhi separately. He is explaining the result of total and what he has called as Sanyam. So now he gives the result of Sanyam because he has explained Trayam Ekatra Sanyamaha. And now hereafter for the total chapter he is using the word Sanyam only. He is not using Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi because Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi is included in Sanyam. So he is using the word only Sanyam. So now he gives in the Sutra number 4 Tad Jayat Pradnya Lokaha. And this Tad again refers back to the previous Sutra. And previous Sutra is mentioning that Trayam Ekatra Sanyamaha. It means now he is giving the result of Sanyam, which includes all 3 practices. Sequentially, of course, and that has to be because everyone has to start from dharana, develop in dhyan and reach to samadhi. So it's one process only, and that is called Sanyam. So he is explaining the result of Sanyam. Tad Jayat. Jayat means mastering. That means when the Sanyam is mastered fully, then what is the result? Result is Pradnya Lokaha. Pradnya Aloka. Aloka means light, or we can say enlightenment of Pradnya. So when the Sanyam is mastered, it enlightens Pradnya. This is the meaning of the sutra. Now this Pradnya word we have already discussed when we had discussed the Sampradnyat Samadhi, Asampradnyat Samadhi in the first chapter. Same meaning is there. Because our intelligence is restricted to sensory perceptions to get the knowledge. And now Pradnya is beyond intelligence, it is beyond sensory perceptions. That is extrasensory perception is Pradnya. So something totally different than the intelligence. So that awakening of Pradnya takes place. To make it more clear, I can use the word Kundalini also because Kundalini word also is very famous as compared with Pradnya. But Kundalini word is used by Hatha Yogic text. Patanjali is not using Kundalini, but Patanjali is using Pradnya. The meaning is same. Awakening of Pradnya is awakening of Kundalini only. And for awakening of Kundalini only, Samadhi is recommended in Hatha Yoga also. So we think these 2 words are same. So we can say after mastering Sanyam, Kundalini awakens takes place or Pradnya enlightenments. You see enlightenment, that means the light. And when the light is there, we get the knowledge. This is also perfect sequence. If there is no light, we cannot see anything. There are so many things in the room, but there is a dark. You cannot know anything. Just switch on the light and you will be able to see everything. That is because of light, we get the knowledge which we cannot get without light. And this happens after mastering Samadhi. Let me elaborate a little bit more. Because knowledge which we get with sensory perceptions is a common thing. But after mastering Sanyam, we get the knowledge beyond sensory perceptions. This is the perfect meaning of the sutra. And hereafter Patanjali is explaining so many different objects and what is the result of Sanyam on that particular object. And this we can say that it is extrasensory perceptions all, or even they are called in yogic terminology siddhis, or we can translate as a miracles, where we cannot understand how it is happening. We observe the things, but we cannot find out how it is happening. Cause and result relation we cannot establish with our intelligence and with our sensory perception, because this is all beyond sensory perceptions. So this is a very important aspect of yoga, and particularly Ashtanga yoga also, that the yogi who masters the technique of dharana, dhyana, samadhi, means Sanyam, he can achieve the knowledge beyond sensory perceptions. So he can achieve many type of siddhis. And the type of siddhi depends on the object which is selected. This is discussed hereafter by Patanjali in further sutras. Hari Om.